This news program is proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Now Biscuits.
Parliament celebrates 40th anniversary. 8 new judges appointed. And Minister Maru announces investigations. A very good evening. This is National EMTV News. I'm Malcolm Waira. Thank you for joining us. The National Parliament celebrated 40 years of operation since its official opening. The official opening was made by the then Prince of Wales and now King Charles III on the 7th of August 1984. The celebration was attended by members of Parliament, diplomats, Speaker and Assistant Speaker, together with other public servants and business houses.
The National Parliament was officially opened in August 7, 1984 by the then Prince of Wales, who is now King Charles III. The House has turned 40 years of existence since its establishment in the 1980s. Different cultural groups from different regions came in traditional attire to celebrate with the Parliament staff. The Speaker for the Parliament, upon giving his remarks, elaborated on the importance of the Parliament House.
Houseman Limi, you me bakam longen, na you make him all talk. Talk lo country go ahead. This house here. Today you me stop lo this moon. Wo the member of Parliament. You will stop, you know, more thing him walk, will 7 people, but you will think him walk because you may like him as Mary or call him Prime Minister.
He has requested the Australian government to look into helping PNG in fixing the Parliament House to make sure it is in good condition.
Me like to thank you to again me talking back to Australia.
In Prime Minister James Marape's absence, senior member of Parliament Se Anopala explained on why we should celebrate.
Parliament, but we have to agree on one thing, the supremacy of our Constitution. Because we have survived for 40 years now. Our democracy started off with the Declaration and handing over of our Constitution by the Australian government.
Opposition leader Douglas Tomuriasa said this house is where the laws are made and other important decisions are being made.
The house breaks or is pulled down is when there is no good leadership within the home or within that house.
He said the only time the house split is when there is no good leadership within the house. The gold sponsor for the event, Tisa Group Chief Executive Officer Michael Coyson, said it is not only a celebration of the Parliament House, but the progress being made as a country.
It's not just a celebration of 40 years of our national parliament, but a testament to the vibrant democracy and progress we have made as a country.
Among the guests was the member for Medang, Brian Kramer, who made his first appearance to the public after being out of his office for 2 years. A total of 8 parliamentarian staffs were given awards for their long service to the Parliament House. As you can see at the back, the celebration is still going on with traditional dances and stall being set up to commemorate the 40th anniversary of the Parliament House. Samantha Solomon, National EMTV News.
Meanwhile, Speaker for the Parliament, Job Pomat, has announced that a monument for late Grand Chief Sir Michael Sumare will be placed in front of Parliament once all the process is done. He said they are working on it to be placed soon.
When you all the walk man and mean a mission of a statue long and it's an ablo pran, a symbol of country unity, na constitution, democracy and Islaman in Masanap, and Grand Chief Somare close to time now by me put him. Me binting by this occasion, na you me unveil him. The Slabat walk slowly, like name Sanap. plan for Parliament.
8 new foreign judges have been appointed by the Judicial and Legal Service Commission. The chairman of the commission and Minister for Justice and Attorney General, Pila Niningi, made this announcement today.
Pila Niningi announced that 5 more foreign judges have been appointed and 3 have been reappointed by the commission to serve in a 3-year term. He said these appointments will now assist the judiciary in making judges available to preside over matters in parts of the country that need the judiciary's presence. Overall, this will improve access to justice for Papua New Guineans.
So with this, I want to congratulate these new appointees on behalf of the government and the people of Papua New Guinea for taking up this role.
Minister Niningi further stressed that the judiciary budget for 2025 is expected to cater for 60 judges. Hence, the new appointees brings the number of judges in PNG to 48. He said it is vital to fill up all the vacancies in the judiciary to ensure judicial services to all provinces in the country.
To the government, we see that if we appoint judges, and it is an important appointment, so we are able to carry the load, and we will continue to appoint judges qualified, both domestic and internationally.
Minister Niningi also acknowledged the Mara Peroso government for their support accorded through funding and other resources. Louis Mangu, National EMTV News.
For the first time, an established investigation team approved by the National Executive Council will be conducting an investigation into the business conduct of East New Britain Palm Oil Limited towards the local oil palm growers in Gazelle Peninsula. This was announced today by the Minister for International Trade and Investment, Richard Maru.
This comes after complaints from the local oil palm farmers that East New Britain Palm Oil Limited has been consistently paying 16 kina a ton for oil palm in the last 10 years. The Oil Palm Growers Association consists of about 10,000 farmers. Minister Maru said the government is aware of the plight of the local oil palm growers.
The government understands how people in East Britain entered into agreements with the company to offer their land for the company to assist them with planting material for them to plant oil palm. And they told them that it will take them 15 years to recover the initial cost of investment to support them going to the oil palm business. I've never had anything as crazy as this in terms of commercial arrangements like this.
Minister Maru said the investigation team, spearheaded by an expert in the oil palm industry, will conduct a fair investigation.
The investigation team will hear the farmers, will hear the provincial government, will hear all the stakeholders, including the company itself. I would urge them to cooperate with the investigation team and produce the documents. And not try to make it difficult. But this is a very important government investigation. We will not tolerate any non-cooperation from the company. The bottom line is the land is owned by our people, and this is our country, and no one will rob them.
The government will act upon the findings of the investigations.
If there are monies that they should have been paid, we will make sure that these monies are paid to them. And if it means we backdate the rightful payments all the way back to 10 years, that will be the case. But that's subject to what the investigation will recommend.
The investigation will commence on the 3rd week of September and will conclude after 6 weeks. Meanwhile, the minister announced that the investigation will extend to Pomio.
We are also aware the government has received further complaints from block holders, various oil palm growers in Pomio, where Rimuran Hijau has a 60,000 hectare oil palm project. Similar complaints have been made, and the government is in receipt with these complaints. So as soon as we finish the Gazelle investigation, we will then move over to the Pomio investigation.
No formal dialogue has been held between the minister's office and the investors. Malinta Yopolo, National EMTV News.
National MTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Start your day the smart way with the new Smart Start Breakfast Biscuit. Whether you are busy or on a budget, Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits gives you a healthy and affordable breakfast to set you up for school or play. Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits are fortified with essential vitamins for body or brain health. They contain vitamin A for healthy growth and development, vitamin B6 for healthy metabolism, immune system and brain development, and vitamin B12 for nerve and cell health. Proudly made by Paradise Foods.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Good Pillar mobile data plans. From only 3 kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Good Pillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henow, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Remember the joy of playing with your toys as a child? At Morning Plus, we believe that every small business deserves a chance to build and grow. That's why we offer asset financing.
Our chance to building something new, to see a different point of view. With Morning Plus, we're ready to go.
Mipla Halivim Wari Belong You.
Life in the Spirit Ministries invites you to the Special Crossover Crusade from September 2nd to 6th, 2024, at Sir Michael Somyari Stadium in Wewak. The guest speaker will be Pastor David D., International Overseer of Life in the Spirit Ministries International. We welcome all believers from Papua New Guinea to receive the blessings the Lord has prepared. For more information, call 7914-333 or 7124-1031.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections, and business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
There are moments when we feel completely alone, even when we are surrounded by people, to the point of screaming, crying, and hiding from everything and everyone, as if something suffocates and oppresses us. It is at these times that we need to know
that the Word of God is faithful. The Word of God is true.
Faith in Action, 7:30 a.m. Saturday and 8 a.m. Sunday, right here on the number one to watch, MTV.
MTV presents Vocal Fusion Season 11 2024. Top 7 airs this Sunday at 7:30. Stay tuned to your number one to watch, MTV.
You're watching National MTV News. Teachers Savings and Loan Society Limited has sponsored the Parliament House with 50,000 kina for their 40th anniversary celebrations.
Being established in 1972 by public servants, especially teachers, Tisa is proud to be a gold sponsor of the People's House in their 40th anniversary celebrations.
And your theme, honoring our legacy, celebrating our heritage, and embracing our future, fits very well with what Tisa is all about. Because we have a long history with the country. We are an indigenous, local Papua New Guinean institution that's governed and managed by Papua New Guineans. We are proudly Papua New Guinean.
Mr. Koisen said Tisa Bank will now be the future of the company and its contribution to national development.
Tisa Bank also honors the long-standing legacy that's been built on relationships out of mutual trust that we share with our members, who are your staff, employees, public servants, and employees of government.
He said relationships are important for nation building and financial inclusion for the banked and the underbanked population of the country. Malinta Yopolo, National MTV News.
Minister for Foreign Affairs Justin Tkachenko said PNG is well prepared and ready to receive Pope Francis on the 6th of next month.
Foreign Affairs Minister has confirmed today that funding has been allocated directly to the Catholic Church for them to coordinate and distribute to people engaged in preparations for the papal visit. He said they will have general discussions when the Pope arrives.
It will be a general discussion. It will be a general discussion probably on many different things. There's not an agenda as such of what they will discuss. But at the end of the day, it's a courtesy call just to welcome the Pope to Papua New Guinea. And what comes out of the discussion will be led by both sides, by the Pope and of course by the Prime Minister.
With Indonesia, West Papua and others also coming to PNG for Pope's visit, Tkachenko said security is their first priority.
Indonesian side, with Papua New Guinea side, our borders with the immigration as well, which we've been liaising with, must be on full alert. They must be ensure that all people are checked and going through the proper process when travelling over our borders. Security is number one priority for us. We've been handling it on a day-to-day basis, dealing with all our different line agencies to ensure that all bases are covered.
He said the Pope's health is also their number one priority.
Yeah, no, his health is our number one priority as well. He'll be coming with his own personal medical team and doctors. But the Vatican have already inspected our private hospitals and our hospital facilities. They have already earmarked, in case anything does happen, we have an emergency plan put in place. Also evacuation as well, to ensure that the Pope is 100% looked after, not only here in Papua New Guinea, but to evacuate to Australia or the closest port to.
Mr. Tkachenko confirmed that all preparations are set and PNG is looking forward for Pope's visit. Esther Gane, National MTV News.
The Australian Federal Police have set their sights on combating crime in targeted areas in Mount Hagen and other Highlands provinces. Australian Policing Partnership Assistant Commissioner Jamie Strauss said the Australian Federal Police will conduct training sessions to enhance law enforcement capabilities in the Highlands Eastern and Divisional Command.
In a collaborative effort to address law and order issues in the islands region, the Australian Federal Police will now join forces with the Islands Eastern and Divisional Command, where they will be based in Mount Hagen. According to the Assistant Commissioner Jamie Strauss, they will bring the partnership that they have with the Police Commissioner David Manning from Port Moresby and Lae to Mount Hagen and Kokopo. Mr. Strauss highlighted the targeted areas and explained the training season conducted in Bomana and Mount Hagen.
We do training capacity in investigations, and that's advisory support. So in areas like internal affairs, sexual offences, major crimes, there's areas that the commissioners asked us to dedicate. So we'll have advisors come up here temporarily and work with the investigators here. We also have training at Bomana, and there's non-commissioned officers programs, there's CPP programs, there's traffic programs, there's a range of detective training programs. So all that training that we do at Bomana, we're going to be exporting up here, and that's why the regional training officers have been upgraded out at Kamininga Barracks. So that'll come up here, and it'll come up when it suits, you know, the ACPs and PPCs, but it'll be targeted to the men and women of the RPNGC that work in the Highlands, Eastern and Western. So they'll get the benefit, as opposed getting a couple of spots down in Bomana, they get the training here. But we also, probably the main one, two of the locally engaged staff we're bringing on board as part of the partnership. We'll have a member of the locally engaged member from Mount Hagen here who will work on human resources, finance and corporate support. So that helps the ACPs and those understand, what their budget is, how they can work with their budget, how they can work with provincial administrators and government. So there's an important element there to actually supporting the way they do business and how they have partnership.
The presence of the Australian Federal Police in Western Highlands province signifies a significant step towards improving law enforcement efforts and addressing law and order challenges in the Highlands region. Mr. Strauss said their members in Ley will be deployed up to Mount Hagen after the officers are ready with their training they get from the 2 Australian Federal Police advisors on the ground. Edward Luke, National EMTV News, Mount Hagen.
A tragic accident has claimed 6 lives, while 2 others are fighting for their lives at Mount Hagen General Hospital. The Kujip and Mount Hagen Highway Patrol have launched a thorough investigation and are calling on locals to come forward with any evidence that may assist in uncovering the circumstances surrounding this devastating incident.
A tragic accident occurred over the weekend, resulting in the loss of 6 lives and leaving 2 individuals fighting for their lives. Western Highlands Police Boss Chief Superintendent John Sagom provided a brief overview of how the accident unfolded.
The truck was coming on a high speed and it ran straight into the makeshift, and it had to drag everyone who were inside the makeshift, got them, crumbled them under the wheels, and took them with the speed and landed just on the side of the road. At the time, 6 people were confirmed dead instantly. From the report, I was 30 minutes. It was after 30 minutes I went to the accident scene. At the site, I could see people digging up from under the truck and removing the dead bodies. And from those that were killed, there were 4 females and 2 men. They were elderly people. They were killed instantly. But the other 2 were rushed to Mount Hagen General Hospital, where they went through to the intensive care unit, and they are fighting for their lives.
PPC Sagom confirmed that investigations are currently underway to determine the cause of the accident.
Mount Hagen and the Kujip Highway 4 Highway Patrol, they are working together to conduct the investigation, because I've seen that this is a very massive investigation. Because
the Chief Superintendent issued a strong warning to residents living along the Highlands Highway, urging them to exercise great caution.
Issue a strong warning to our people living along the Highlands Highway. They ought to be really cautious about, especially doing business just along the side of the road.
Sagom emphasized that he will assign his officers to conduct awareness campaigns in the areas to promote road safety.
Task my police patrols to make sure that markets which are being erected on the side of the road, starting from within the city boundary. So that's from Hagen Market going down towards Kimininga all the way to airport. People should now be looking at removing all their markets. It's not about anything, but it's all about their safety.
Meanwhile, the PPC extended his heartfelt condolences to the families of the deceased, offering support during this difficult time. Sharon Engnui, National EMTV News, Mount Hagen.
The Vabukori Women Development Association presented an acquittal report to ExxonMobil at Lohia Rahe Center today.
The acquittal presented was for 88,500 kina funding that was given to the association last year by ExxonMobil. The fund was used for infrastructure development of the Lohia Rahe Center.
Your financial support towards our operational costs in maintaining our wages and salaries for our security guards, our cleaners, and the admin staff that look after this building. Your commitment to our mission and your dedication to giving to those in need have greatly inspired us.
ExxonMobil's Public and Government Affairs Operations Manager Lee Dula said the vision of the association empowers people to fit into the community.
I know that there are probably larger and bigger plans for growth and future success for your organization. We look forward to being that boost when you need it.
The acquittal and a certificate of appreciation was presented to the representatives from ExxonMobil. Malinta Yopolo, National EMTV News.
Now we take a look at the NASFund market report. The kina closed lower at $0.2568 US in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, your kina was buying $0.2493 US, $0.3643 Australian dollars, 0.2164 euro, 35.61 Japanese yen. Looking at the commodity prices at New York close, gold is trading higher, coffee closed higher, cocoa closed lower, copper closed unchanged, palm oil closed unchanged, crude oil is trading lower, copper closed higher. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed lower, the ASX 200 is trading lower, the All Ordinaries is trading lower. National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFund. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family, living each day knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections, communities will get faster speeds and wider coverage, and business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. Plus, everyone will benefit from onshore storage that brings browsing home. It's all part of our ongoing billion kina nationwide investment. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
What are you doing? Eating without me. That's good, brother.
Yeah.
Want some? Thanks, brother. Yeah, jump in. Snacks noodles, taster, but I like it more.
Are you seeking fulfillment for your life? Do you want freedom from fear? That's why we're here. Welcome to Jesus 101, introducing you to the real Jesus. And now, here's your host, Elizabeth Talbot.
Jesus 101, Saturday at 7 a.m. and Sunday at 7:30 a.m. Only on your number one to watch, EMTV.
Tonight on Sports Scene, we see off our Team PNG to the Paris Paralympics 2024. We visit the Junior Saints Basketball Awards. we check out the POM RC Open.
You play against an opponent, but you fight against yourself mentally.
And we also talk AFL pathways. Sports Scene, tonight at 7 p.m. on your number one to watch, MTV.
You're watching National MTV News. In a recent development, the Hiri local level government has allocated 30% of its levy from the LNG impacted areas to the Hiri Quarry district in the central province and another 30% to Metago Bible College. This funding was formally presented to local MP Keith Iduhu.
Upon receiving the grant, MP Iduhu expressed gratitude for the support, acknowledging the significance of the funds for local development.
The implementation of the resource that you have availed and you selflessly, generously give to the through the Hiri Quarry, to the people of Hiri Quarry, through the Hiri Quarry DDA, will be applied in the usual manner under the Public Finance Management Act and is contemplated by financial instructions to deliver much needed infrastructure and much needed projects in the district.
Central Governor Rufina Peter also applauded the allocation, describing it as a groundbreaking initiative and expressing appreciation for the community's support.
And of course, you are set up to help deliver the projects that the Hiri Energy Assembly.
In addition, 1 million kina has been allocated to the United Church to assist in the construction of a new university. Trudy Aggie, treasurer for the Metago Bible College, assured that the funds will be utilized effectively for the institution's growth and development. Louis Maingu, National, MTV News.
The Christian Leaders Training College of Papua New Guinea have observed its 60th anniversary recently in Jiwaka Province.
The college was established in 1964 as its main residential campus situated in the Waigi Valley. The college established campuses and training programs at Lae in 1984 and in Port Moresby in 1986 to meet the needs of churches in the urban context. College principals shared the history.
And many others. When the missionaries arrived, they saw the need for a training institution to train Papua New Guineans and other Pacific Islanders so that leaders can be trained within the country rather than sending them to New Zealand, Australia, or elsewhere. And so they met and decided that a college need to be established within Papua New Guinea. And that meeting between 1950 and 1958 and 1963, they convened a meeting and then eventually decided to appoint someone.
The principal reflects on the effort put together to establish programs and what the college offers.
Many stories, many sacrifices had happened from Australians and New Zealanders, from support from our friends from Australia, from the United States and other parts of the world, to put together a program. And so the college also not only trained theologians, it also trained people on agriculture and simple technology. But unfortunately, by year 2018,
in 2010, the college was granted accreditation by the Commission for Higher Education. The Master of Theology program was introduced and the first students graduated in 2012. 21st of August 2024 marked its 60th anniversary. Students and staff joined in to commemorate the event by taking part in various activities. Sharon Engnui, National MTV News, Mount Hagen.
Moving to overseas news, in a series of Israeli military raids in the occupied West Bank, it has killed at least 10 people. They were launched simultaneously across several cities.
Raids are some of the largest in scope and size seen in the West Bank in recent months. Israel says its forces are trying to crush a surge in Palestinian militant activity and prevent another October 7-style attack. Hundreds of troops have been deployed on the ground across multiple cities like Jenin and Tulkarm. Bulldozers have also been ripping up roads, turning them to rubble and damaging water and power infrastructure. Israel says the bulldozers are destroying roadside bombs planted by militants. Several airstrikes have also been launched by Israel. The military says all of the people killed so far are militants. Several have been claimed as fighters by Hamas and Islamic Jihad. But Palestinian residents in cities where the raids are continuing have told us that they're terrified and trapped in their homes as troops surround entries and exits. Israel says it's not targeting civilians and that cities aren't locked down. But Palestinian health officials say paramedics have been blocked and some hospitals have been surrounded by troops, which Israel hasn't commented on. Palestinian officials have denounced the ongoing raids, calling on the international community to intervene.
A glittering ceremony under clear skies has marked the start of the Paralympics in Paris. Close to 160 Australians are among more than 4,000 competitors at the Games, which organisers are touting will be the most spectacular in Paralympic history.
The opening ceremony, I mean, I don't have an artistic bone in my body, David, but the performance was amazing. The way it incorporated people with disabilities, with non-disabled performers, and it really had a message a message behind it, which they are trying to incorporate throughout these Paralympics, and that is inclusion and trying to really get the community's thoughts around disability and really bring it up to the standard at which it should be in 2024.
There were a lot of really interesting ideas in the opening ceremony. It was taking place at the Place de la Concorde. Once upon a time, that was the Place de la République. That was where Louis XVI and Marie Antoinette were beheaded. But the whole theme of the opening ceremony was from paradox, from discord to concord, and the idea being that really violent place has now become a place of concord, which is harmony in English. And the idea, as you were saying, that that a society which has sort of rejected people with a disability is now capable of accepting them, I suppose.
The Australian Shadow Foreign Minister is pledging to reopen Australia's embassy in Ukraine if the coalition wins the next federal election.
The Morrison government closed the embassy in Kyiv shortly after Russia's invasion began in February of 2022 and sent diplomatic staff to a temporary office in neighbouring Poland. Dozens of nations have since returned their diplomats to the war-torn country. Liberal Senator Simon Birmingham says Australia is an outlier.
It's critical for Australia as a big supporter of Ukraine and one who should continue to provide military support, humanitarian support, energy assistance to Ukraine, to have the best possible analysis, intelligence and access to inform that assistance we provide. Now, our embassy, like many others, was closed when the initial invasion occurred 2.5 years ago. But nearly everybody else has come back. In fact, around 70 other embassies have reopened their doors since that time, most of them just months after that initial invasion, when it became clear that the capital, Kiev, was not going to fall into Russian hands. And the Australian embassy, which is housed in the same building as Canada, sits without an ambassador, whilst Canada sits there fully open. And if around 70 other nations, including partners like Canada, the UK and many others, can manage to open and be present and do so safely, then it should be within Australia's capacity to do so as well and to get that best access and intelligence and information. You've seen President Zelensky himself being asked about this situation and urging Australia, indicating he would warmly welcome back Australia's ambassador. It's been raised in briefings with me whilst I've been here, and it's a situation where it is clear that the way in which particularly sensitive briefings, intelligence and military briefings are provided to other nations can't all be done remotely, aren't all done with significant notice. And that means that Australia is not present at the time when other countries, not only NATO countries, but other partners like Japan and South Korea are receiving that type of information. We just physically can't be here.
National EMTV News continues after the break with Trukai Sports. Stay with us.
They're gold nuggets. There's a flavor for everyone. The best tasting snack. Get a burst of gold nuggets. Cheese flavor.
Mega wow.
Chicken flavor.
Mega wow.
Cheese onion flavor.
Mega wow.
Barbecue flavor. Mega wow.
When you're on the go, one more. One more.
Get that burst of gold nuggets flavor.
Mega wow.
Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom More Bundles. Choose from 8 plans ranging from 3 kina with 600 megabytes of data all the way up to 75 kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-network call minutes plus on-net and off-net talk and text. That's way more time to chat with family and friends. Telecom More Bundles. Top up now.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You need holy man to walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
Life in the Spirit Ministries invites you to the special crossover crusade from September 2nd to 6th, 2024, at Sir Michael Somairi Stadium in Wewak. The guest speaker will be Pastor David D., International Overseer of Life in the Spirit Ministries International. We welcome all believers from Papua New Guinea to receive the blessings the Lord has prepared. For more information, call 7914-333 or 7124-1031.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections, and business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
From grassroots to the world stage.
You know that you're representing something bigger than yourself. They are now leading the way for the next generation.
Whatever you're into.
Being the first weightlifter in the Solomon Islands and inspiring the next generation to join in.
There's only one place to get your sporting fix.
Yeah, how are you feeling so far? You've got a whole village or culture behind you. That's impressive.
That Pacific Sports Show.
7:30 p.m. tonight, right here on the number one to watch, EMTV.
EMTV presents Vocal Fusion Season 11 2024. Top 7 airs this Sunday at 7:30. Stay tuned to your number one to watch, EMTV.
Trukai Sports.
Welcome to Trukai Sports. Trukai Industries Limited today announced its sponsorship to Port Moresby Harlequins Rugby Union Club in the nation's capital.
Marketing manager Marianne Tom made a sponsorship announcement today at the Trukai Industries Limited office.
Today we're here to make that announcement that we've signed for now initial contract for 1 year, and we're pledging a 10,000 kina sponsorship in cash, and this also there is additional support in terms of merchandise and rice, etc. that is a part of the contract again. So more than 10,000 kina plus. That's our sponsorship, and we're really excited about this partnership, and we're looking forward to working with Hubert and the rest of the executives to ensure that our partnership is, in terms of reach, etc., is realized through this sponsorship.
Trukai, through its Roots brand, is supportive towards the Union Club, demonstrating its commitment to supporting local sports and nurturing young talent in the country. Club President Hubert Kikira expressed appreciation towards Trukai Industries.
On behalf of the Highlands Rugby Union Club, we express our gratitude towards Trukai for coming on board again. As you rightfully stated, this is not the first time that Trukai has come in to assist the Highlands Rugby Union. You've done it in the past, and we are happy that this year you've again agreed to give us this sponsorship.
With this sponsorship, it will aid the club in enhancing its facilities, equipment, and community outreach programs that aim to further strengthen the ability to compete at higher levels and provide a platform for emerging rugby players to display their skills.
Partner with Trukai and through the Roots brand, whatever they wish to do, get us on board and let us be part of the support staff. I know that Trukai Fun Run is also a big thing on the calendar, those type of things, and also go, into the community and try to engage a little bit more in getting their brand out there mainly, and then also trying to give our players at least a little bit of compassion that they have to step up a little bit in the community area, because at the end of the day, it's the community that supports us, and corporate sponsors come on board.
This isn't the first that Trukai has sponsored the club, and remains dedicated to fostering sports development in communities, and looks forward to witnessing a positive impact of this sponsorship towards the club. Claire Mauta, Trukai Sports.
Trukai Sports continues after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports. Share the love with Gullah Ice Cream, Gullah Cone Ice Creams, Gullah Stick Ice Creams, and Gullah Classic Tub Ice Creams. Happiness begins with the Gullah range of fun flavors which create taste adventures and excitement with every bite. Treat yourself. Share with a friend while chilling. The whole family will enjoy. Everyone has their favorite. Which one is yours? Share the love with Gullah Ice Creams.
Gullah, Gullah, yum. Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections. Communities will get faster speeds and wider coverage. And business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. Plus, everyone will benefit from onshore storage that brings browsing home. It's all part of our ongoing billion kina nationwide investment. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
Boys, what are you doing? Eating without me. Yeah. Want some? Thanks, brother. Yeah, jump in. Snacks noodles, tastier, but I like it more.
There are moments when we feel completely alone, even when we are surrounded by people, to the point of screaming, crying, and hiding from everything and everyone, as if something suffocates and oppresses us. It is at these times that we need to know
that the Word of God is faithful. The Word of God is true.
Faith in Action, 7:30 a.m. Saturday, and 8 a.m. Sunday. Right here on the number one to watch, EMTV.
I feel like I have been murdered, but my body has been left alive.
They bring to light what was in the dark.
Their attackers were found guilty, but weren't jailed.
Lifestyles amplified on the big screen.
I could feel my brain shutting down.
The evils of a secret war.
This is 60 Minutes.
Watch 60 Minutes, 9 p.m. Sunday, right here on the number one to watch, EMTV.
It's a very important strategy for the next 5 years in terms of addressing the HIV epidemic.
Join us Monday night at 7 as we discuss the National STI and HIV/AIDS Strategy 2024 to 2028.
The strategy was designed to help the National Health Department, Public Health Division.
Comprehensive STI and HIV prevention for us is very important.
That's on Monday night.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
You're watching Trukai Sports. Moving to overseas sports, the Western Bulldogs are pushing for the AFL to switch the time slot of the AFLW home opener because of a clash with the men's final.
Well, the Western Bulldogs are pushing for the AFL to switch the time slot of their AFLW home opener because of a clash with the men's final. The women's team's round 2 clash at Whitten Oval next Friday against Port Adelaide is set to start just over 2.5 hours before the men's elimination final against Hawthorn at the G. Now, some things being discussed include maybe starting the women's match earlier, having it as a double header perhaps with the men's game, or even move the AFLW match to Saturday.
A Matildas player has revealed that she's been suspended for a doping breach, even though she says she was never tested for a banned substance.
Avi Luik is currently playing in Sweden, but the incident happened while she was playing at an Italian club 2 years ago. Luik has told the Sports Ambassador podcast that at the time she was sent by the club to a specialist who gave her a pain-killing injection for back pain, which she was told was a cortisone. 4 days later, she was named on the bench for a match, but didn't play because she was still in pain. Fast forward 2 years, Luik says she's been found guilty of an anti-doping violation, but she and her lawyers still don't know why, and she says she was forced to withdraw from Olympic selection as that case was playing out.
I was just so scared of the thought that maybe something like this comes out during the Olympic tournament and what that would do for the girls and the team in general and all the hard work that they'd prepared for.
Australia's tennis player Alexei Popyrin has moved to the finals.
Alexei Popyrin is through to the third round. The 28th seed has beaten Pedro Martinez in straight sets 6-2, 6-4, 6-love. Earlier, disappointment for Rinky Hijikata. He had a tough opponent in 9th seed Grigor Dimitrov. He lost in straight sets. For the women, Ayla Tomjanovic has been bundled out, losing in straight sets to Elise Mertens. And fellow Aussie teenager Maya Joint has gone down to American 14th seed Madison Keys.
That ends Trukai Sports. The Money Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports. Trukai Sports.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. households will enjoy better connections, communities will get faster speeds and wider coverage, and business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. Plus, everyone will benefit from onshore storage that brings browsing home. It's all part of our ongoing billion Kina nationwide investment. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
Start your day the smart way with the new Smart Start Breakfast Biscuit. Whether you are busy or on a budget, Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits gives you a healthy and affordable breakfast to set you up for school or play. Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits are fortified with essential vitamins for body or brain health. They contain vitamin A for healthy growth and development, vitamin B6 for healthy metabolism, immune system and brain development, and vitamin B12 for nerve and cell health. Proudly made by Paradise Foods.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Good Pillar mobile data plans. From only 3 Kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 Kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Good Pillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
The stage is set.
It's gonna get loud.
It's got the intensity.
Snatches one back.
Great elevation.
Wow, look at that.
What a passage of play.
It comes down to the...
ANZ Netball Premiership, 8 p.m. tonight, right here on your number one to watch, MTV.
Tonight on Sports Scene, we see off our Team PNG to the Paris Paralympics 2024. We visit the Junior Saints Basketball Awards. We check out the POM RC Open.
You play against an opponent, but you fight against yourself mentally.
And we also talk AFL pathways. Sports Scene, tonight at 7 p.m. on your number one to watch, MTV.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You need holy man to walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by Money Plus, with you always.
The weather report for the next 24 hours. For the southern region, Port Moresby City mostly fine to partly cloudy, Daru mostly fine, Kerema mostly cloudy with few showers and drizzles, Alotau mostly fine partly cloudy, Popondetta partly cloudy with possible few rain showers and drizzles. To the Momasa region, Lake City partly cloudy with few showers, Medang mostly fine then possible few rain showers and drizzles, Wewak mostly fine, Vanimo mostly sunny to partly cloudy with possible few showers and drizzles. To the New Guinea Islands region, Lorengau some rain showers and possible thunderstorm, KVN cloudy with rain showers and possible thunderstorm, Kopopon Rabaul partly cloudy with brief showers and possible thunderstorm, Kibe partly cloudy with possible brief showers, Buka becoming cloudy with few rain showers and possible thunderstorms. To the Highlands region, Mount Hagen City becoming cloudy with some rain showers and possible thunderstorm, Goroka Banzin Kundiawa partly cloudy with few rain showers, Mendi Tari and Wabeg cloudy with few rain showers.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by Money Plus, with you always.
And that wraps up the news, sports and weather for Thursday, the 29th of August, 2024. From all of us here, pleasant viewing. Good night.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets.
It's Smile o'clock. It's Smile o'clock. Gotta brush our teeth. Time o'clock. It's